Okay, Kim, I suppose we should look around some more. But first, I just need to think about something. Yeah. I feel rather self-critical. You're one sorry piece of shit, a cop penitent, a flagellant cop monk. This is not quite the right line of work for you. That's how I'm feeling right now. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at a Mazovian show trial, or ripping the flesh from your back with a cat of nine tails. Whatever made you this way, you can be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it. Really criticize yourself. Who knows? You might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. Well, if you think it will help, maybe I should. Okay. Feeling a little less authoritative with this. Bit of an embarrassment to the party. Yep, that feels about right. Right, Kim, let's see what else we've got around here. Feel the need to look in the trash. Some gloves, fingerless gloves. I will take those. And I think I will put them on. Or why not? Feeling a bit cold. Where's the... There we go. They fit nicely. Don't really go with a jacket, but I don't really care right now. Okay. Where are we going? What's this in here? Roy's pawnshop. Fast cash for faster times. Hello, Roy's pawnshop. What have we got in here? Some kind of machine. An antique cash register, perhaps? A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says day or die. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Let's have a look at this cabinet.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back? What do you mean?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Okay.
This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
Let's see if I can dig up a truly cool figurine under the box. In the box under the table.
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
What about these knights on horseback?
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
What about the figurines in rags?
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the Royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It was meant to give people hope. Even we can do it.
Maybe.
And the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Wait a minute. This looks like Rene, the old guy who was playing petanque.
This is what the Loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Yeah, probably is wise. Are these Royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but Children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Fair enough, fair enough. What else have we got in here?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
I'll let my gaze run over it.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need to know about the light. What's this? Most military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Right, let's just talk to the pawn guy. We're wasting
It's
time.
not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Yeah, quite the collection.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind me.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Well, if Roy is high, and if yes, then what is he on?
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides.
Right.
But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
Yeah, by the way, do you have any guns? Like the ones carried by cops?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
Really?
I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
What?
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
So wait a minute, I sold you my gun.
You...
With Kim here too. That just sounded really, really bad.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Yeah, I believe I was feeling that. And, and as time goes on, I think I'm feeling that even more.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Look, I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
You weren't quiet. Yourself, officer.
What do you mean? What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then
right.
I agreed to take it.
Yeah.
Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape.
Yeah, I think we're both aware that that's not... Yeah. Wait, how much did I sell you the gun for?
15 real.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though.
Yeah, I'm realizing that.
This has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there, too, in case you didn't notice.
Yeah, happens to the best of us, I guess.
It certainly does. Especially in Revachol.
Do you know if the buyer was a policeman as well?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig.
Right.
Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive. But I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Oh, great.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
Look, I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force.
Yeah.
We have to find her.
Yes, and you need to help me, Kim. Because I need help right now. I need help. Roy, I presume, any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
Wonderful.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Yeah, that's some hope. Well, at least I know how I lost my sidearm now. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
There's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
I've got this commemorative pin, but before I sell it, I've got some questions.
Jean-Baptiste summer dinghy rates is 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it.
Yeah, okay, but can you hold onto it for a few days before putting it up for sale? I promise to give the pin back.
Sure, I can keep it behind the counter for a week, but only if you pawn it right now.
Okay, $3.20 seems like a bit of a rip-off, though.
A pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10.
What?
But I added another 10 cents just to be nice.
Right, that's all I wanted to know about the pin.
Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything?
Yeah, I'll, let me have a look in my... Yeah, I'll sell the pin.
Jean-Baptiste Summit. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it.
Yeah, it seems like we're stuck on that price.
Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything?
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Okay, the pin. Yep, I'll pawn the pin. I think I want to hang on to the pen, the handkerchief, the empty cassette case. If I'm going to do karaoke, which I have a strong urge to do, I'm going to hang on to the tape as well. Looks like it's not worth much anyway. It's not even worth a real. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Look, I don't have anything else to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
You might be able to aid our investigation, though.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
You know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
Wise.
Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
Okay, do you think you could help me get a corpse out of a tree?
The corpse behind the hostel, I assume.
Yeah, that
I
one.
don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help.
Yeah, it seems the harbour is where we keep being pointed towards. Okay, that's all I've got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colours.
Yep, I think we'll leave. Okay. What's in here?
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hyamdal burning.
Okay, an urge to sniff the t-shirt.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
Okay.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
I have no idea. Yeah. What's the deal with the man on this t-shirt?
It's the man from Hendal.
Yeah.
Walking away from his burning village. Yes.
Not helping much.
Their matter-of-fact tone belies their surprise at the fact that you didn't recognize the figure in the print.
Look, just remind me again, who's the man from Helmdal?
The man from Helmdal is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotla. Mostly what is nowadays Arda NFD.
Uh-huh.
In fact, most people don't think that man from Helmdal ever really existed. But they are wrong.
Hendal isn't a real place.
Right.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But both the man and Helmdal are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
Yeah, but what did you mean that the man from Helmdal was real?
I mean, even if the man from Helmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Kim, you think the same as me?
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect.
Right.
Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Helmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
Right, okay. There's no point me asking how much he's selling it for. I have no money. So, let's go. Come on, Kim. I have a grand total of 4 real. I can't even remember how much I owe. How much do I owe? I can't remember how much I owe. I'm not going to ask the station for additional funds. That's the last place I'm going to ask. Okay, let's just let's talk to Kim. Let's talk to Kim. Kim,
Yes?
can you tell me some more about the case?
What do you want to know?
Anything.
Yes. The case brief you missed. Now, 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez.
Okay.
An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria.
Yeah, I know this much.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him,
Yeah.
but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute.
Okay. And the briefing didn't say anything about the victim.
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
And we didn't know anything about the caller because...
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
And why do you think they've hid themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Well, of course not. And it's our job to find the killer.
That's right.
Right. Okay. Right. Let's carry on then.
Good.
Okay. Let's keep wandering. Let's see what we can find. Waterlock out of order until Wednesday at 7:15 a.m. Excuse me, sir.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
You any idea what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershell.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Do you mind if I have some of your salami? I'm sort of a little bit peckish.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
It is salty, it is savory, it is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Yeah, it's good.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. You any idea what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Okay, well, thank you, and thank you for the salami too. Right, Kim. What's this thing? Actually, before we leave.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Well, I have an urge to pull it up anyway. Well, we won't know unless we try, will we?
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Fair enough, it was worth a try.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
You're right. You're right. Okay. Let's see where else we can go. We've spoken to this guy. Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Okay. Nothing else of interest. Let's go up the other way, Kim. See if we can find this union or anywhere near it. No calls to be made. Speak to this guy.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Okay. The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes. I'm gonna keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
So, what's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions toward the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it.
So what's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Right, okay, up the street for the harbour then.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Yeah. I don't quite understand what you just said.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Yeah.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Care to spare some change for a working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They who?
The bosses, man.
Okay. So you're broke. Got it. What else did I have to ask here?
Dunno. What you need?
Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Okay. Alright, never mind then. Although, busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Yeah, that's rather a heavy outlook. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
So, nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Who knows? Who knows? Could I get one of those Fallon tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Right.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Okay, I'm good.
Don't be a stranger.
I won't. Somehow, I feel I should have felt embarrassed in front of that guy, but I didn't. Maybe things are getting a bit better. Let's check this out. Okay, a few things going on around here. A bold slogan, Humanox covers the truck. What have we got here?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
So, who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
Yeah. Am I related?
As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
Okay, what indentations? What do I see?
Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet? Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Lieutenant, has someone shot the king?
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
Well, what do you think?
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
I definitely say political. It's a king that he shot.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
What are you writing down?
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
So what did this king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
Okay, in what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury. starting
Okay.
the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
So how the hell did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth.
Oh.
Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
That can't be true.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Right.
Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
Right. So where's he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
And what happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships, during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled.
Okay. Doesn't sound popular. Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city.
Ah, ironic, I see.
The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That is quite brilliant, really. It's funny and nihilistic. Yep.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Yeah, I would imagine he doesn't. Okay. Let's have a quick look at the back of this truck. Oh, money. I'm up to 5 real. See if this woman knows
The
anything.
small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes, and food money. Maybe she's your...
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is grey like lead.
I'll snap my fingers in front of her face.
Wait,
What?
she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
Okay, if you say so. Damn, I just keep upsetting Kim. A white tank top. Let's take that. Can I put it on? What's this? This one. Yeah. I'm gonna wear that. I feel like wearing that one. That's a look. That looks much better. Much more liberating. Okay. Let's see what else. A foreign car kept in good condition. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. Lorries probably stored fuel here. Now they store booze. Yeah, I'm thinking about those drugs back in Kuno's cabin, and maybe I could sneak back there when Kim's not aware. Because right now I need something. Okay, you're just afraid of the work yourselves. Okay, I think we found the Union. Who's this big fella?
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbour gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns towards me. He's a full head taller than everyone else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Yeah, I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
So, just to fill me in, what kind of cause are we talking about here exactly?
Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
Well, that seems reasonable. But regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scab.
Look. Who are all these strikebreakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
Okay.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
So, look, I just want to get into the harbor.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
Look, I'm just interviewing people. Actually, no, this is an official matter, not to be discussed with outsiders.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup, open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Yeah, it really isn't my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
No, I'm with Kim.
Pity. Let us work!
Okay, let's get out of here. Let's have a look at the gate, Kim. It says GRIH. The Greater Rivershore Industrial Harbour. Okay. Oh, coins. Brilliant. Not that it's going up. Something tells me I owe an awful lot of money. I just can't remember exactly how much. We'll check over here, Kim. What's this? Fridge.
Welcome. to Revachol.
The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Yeah, you tell him, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
So we are in a limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Go, Kim.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Yeah, fucking A, Kim. I've got your back. I'll give him a little punch on the shoulder.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Well, now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smouldering between his fingers.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
So, what are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples.
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
Apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's
Yeah.
be honest, you were bested.
Oh. So what was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
So you're just a racist, makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design. Suddenly I feel a little less useless.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe, huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Okay, and?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kids are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Look, right, I've already made up my mind. Do you want to hear it?
Oh?
Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go and fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
The man gives me a disgusted look, then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring my presence. I didn't like him, Kim. What have we got over here? Glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts the top 10 list. Jump Jams, a popular music mag. That's the whirling in rags. Okay, we're back to where we started. Let's see if we can find another way into this harbour.
Scab?
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on, where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mass, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Yeah, well, I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
Hang on a minute, you're the man in the boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor.
The little boy had it good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So, the probe into the armor, what did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
So, hang on, 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Well, I'm going to find 1 piece of it. 1 is enough.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Yeah, I agree.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots, though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
Well, thank you for your cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Well, look, I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Okay, I'll try and catch it. Come on, come on, come on.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Desperate.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Thank you, Kim, for the coin.
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
Look, I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
So does this mean you can let me through the gates?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
So that's simple, I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
past Measurehead.
Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't seem like it's going to be just that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation,
Are you blind?
or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
So have any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
And what about the physical confrontation? Anyone ever bested him in that? Something tells me no.
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Yeah, right. Got it.
Sure.
Okay. Well, thanks for your help and for the coin. Alright, come on, Kim. Let's see if we can find a way in to speak to someone. In case of strike, press button behind guard. That's the one your man was just talking about. A hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lockpicking or door kicking this one. Okay. Yeah, right. So, let's... No, can't speak to her. She's not interested in talking. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Right.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Okay, I'll say nothing and size him up.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin, and he lets me look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Ham Sandwich.
Ham Sandwich?
You are not in danger, because you are not a threat to me.
Yeah, well, my body's unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbour.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
A quick smell of my breath. Kim, is it really that bad?
It's not good.
Oh.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
Okay, Al Ghul?
Yes, Al Ghul.
Al Ghul. What is Al Ghul?
Al Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
Are you talking about alcohol?
Correct, my small skull servant.
Yeah, Look, you're right. I'm a servant of Al Ghul, but I still need to get that body down from the tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
What are you talking about, ham sandwich race?
Show him the ham still got it.
Okay, what am I gonna do here? The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me to do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. how far the Occidental haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Is he talking about my metaphorical journey, or is he talking about us as a race?
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
I'm convinced he's talking about me.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Okay.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Okay.
This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
I can't push him. He's too big. I'm not going to have the strength to do it. Look, it was your people who put that dead body up there, and your people should help me get it down. Damn it.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Look, I don't have any armies.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage.
I can do with one now.
We will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Look. There's no way I can knock him down. And I'm not subscribing to his advanced race theory either. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Look. Look, at this moment you're right, okay? That's craniometric perfection, and my race doesn't stand a chance.
Correct.
But look, you serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with me.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Yeah, but I'm no communist.
Of course you are, Revacholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. All around you, the fruits of its defeat. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted disease. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
Look, I said I'm not a communist. I don't know who I am, but that's one thing I know.
Stop explaining yourself. No one cares about your beliefs. The conversation has moved on. Tell me, what degenerate subculture has made you dress in this shameful way?
Well, I gotten it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminese people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
Okay, look, I'll ask. Who are the Seminese?
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So, you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol, right?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminese women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you didn't come from the islands, then?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
Right.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Okay, so you're not really Seminese, you're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Seminese strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting that dead body down from the tree.
Kim, help. What do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
How do you know there'll be a next racist?
There always is.
Race is reality.
Oh, God. Do you know anything... Dig out my mug from my pocket. Do you know anything about this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
This your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
I'm gonna try and catch him off guard. I'm gonna try and knock him over. Oh dear.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
Yeah.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
We still need to get into the harbor.
I know,
We
Kim.
need help with the tree situation.
I know.
There must be another way.
Please, there has to be another way. So he's looking over Whirling's roof to the yard. Okay.
Lonesome, long way home.
Okay, what does this give me?
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road.
This is good.
You no longer live there.
Huh?
Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
What? What? I don't understand what I don't understand. Walk past Station 41 through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district, then past the video rental store on the corner. Why am I remembering all this? There at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox, 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone and so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? Am I going to accept this thought? I will. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to not ponder too much right now. Maybe I will save some of my thinking points for later. Okay, Kim. We need plan B. And I have some thoughts about where Precinct 41 is, I remember. And maybe, possibly, where I live. Right now, I'd really like to go home. Wherever that is.